Some of you may have the app Fitbit. Fitbit is a watch that lets you count your steps, your heart rate, and a bunch of other stuff. As you may know, some people have had pretty creepy experiences, as I'm going to be showing you what happened to me. So while I was using Fitbit one day, it turned out to be that when you type certain numbers on the calculator and you flip it upside down, it spells the word hell. So yes, something has happened to me like that. It wrote hell. And so that day, I was walking and trying to change the number, but it wasn't changing. And you may be wondering if it was just a glitch or something, but no. I gave it an hour to reload, didn't do anything. I walked up the stairs and down, but did nothing. So then I switched over to how many times I went up the stairs. 6, 6, 6. And then I switched over the time, 3 a.m. But really, the time was only 4:44, and it was p.m. And I was wondering what the heck is going on. Is this a devil sign? And I didn't know what was going on. It must have been just a glitch on, even it wasn't Halloween or April Fool's or any sort of holiday that pranks you. It must have been something really creepy. So I went up to my dad and asked him what's going on. He said, nothing. It says you have 4,000 steps for me. And then when I looked back on, it only said, same thing. Hell. So then I flipped it around, but it still said hell somehow. So then I was like, okay, it may be actually just be 4,000 steps, 311. And I was like, yeah, it should be that. And so an hour passed again. Still 3 a.m., walked up the stairs again, still 666. So obviously this wasn't a glitch, because it was already about time to go to bed for me. But then it turned out, a couple hours later, it was 10. So I asked my parents, why are we not going to sleep? I said there was school night, and they were like, what do you mean? And then I looked back on my watch, still 3 a.m. And they're like, why do you think it's time to go to bed? And my dad's voice changed. It sounded deeper, creepier. And my dad, he wasn't in the bathroom. He wasn't anywhere to be found. Then I went upstairs to where my mom must have been. I asked her. Same thing. It was some creepy voice. It was dark and mumbly. I went to the room. It was just dark and just casual. So then I was pretty freaked out. Then I went into my brother's room. He wasn't there. So the day passed on. I tried to fall asleep. I couldn't. And I kept seeing figures walking around my room. Creepy stuff was happening. So at this point, I was pretty freaked out. So at this point, I was mad too. I felt like I lost my family. I was alone and nothing to do. So then I was like, oh, maybe I can cheer myself up by playing some video games. When I logged onto my Fortnite account, it said, Devil666 is online. And I joined his party, and he said, in order to see your family again, you must give me your soul. And I was like, what will happen if I do? He never responded. And so he said, if you want to give me your soul, and you'll see your family. But I said no, and now I am lost. And I hope this video reaches out to people so they can see what may happen if you have a Fitbit. And that's it. So I hope this reaches out to someone.